And now for a taste of things to come.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday night to you. It is the 21st of October. It is 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, and this is Meach's Musings, which can only mean Jeff Meacham is on the air. Hello, everybody. Again, welcome to Meach's Musings. Thank you all for tuning in. I know it's late for some of you, and I ain't got nothing to do, so I am here once again to satiate my own freaking boredom, because God knows I am bored around here. But I had a lot going on today. I had a lot of positive go on today, which has been and unfortunately a rare thing. But that's not to say that it's all the negative ninny out of me like it has been here in recent, we'll call it recent weeks. Let me get rid of that first of all, because I'm trying very hard here to have all my ducks in a row, and I was not prepared because I didn't have one of the videos that I wanted to have in here. So now it is what? Oh, never mind. I don't care about that. Okay, anyway, again, thank you all for tuning in. There is a lot to talk about. There really is. I got a lot of plugs to give out, and I also have some things to talk about in the vein of promoting those particular pieces of material. However, I do want to talk about some other stuff that's not really of a promotional nature. Just want to muse about it. That's why the show is called Meach's Musings, boys and girls. I mean, that's just the way it is, right? So, looks like we got a few people in here. The chat room is active, so we'll go ahead and bring that up so I can seize it. There we go. Matt's here. Matt, good to see you again. I agree with Matt. Everybody, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notifications bell, because I'm not exactly like active all the time. I'm not running the multiverse of media anymore, so I just kind of pop in whenever I feel like it. I've been given that leeway. So yeah, please turn on, subscribe. I'm not going to be asking you for super chats anymore. I'm not fond of that business model, but I begging, pleading to click that code. I'm working on getting other avenues of revenue procurement into my streams, but for right now, this is what I had to work with, so please scan that code. Also, good to see Josh at the top of the show. Yes, Jeff is here. Let me just get right into the news that broke as I was out and about today. Friend of the show, I'm a fan of Samantha Irvin's. She announced earlier today that her time with WWE is at an end. She thanked everybody she could possibly thank, at least from my perspective. So it was cool to see that. I'm kind of bummed. I'm not going to lie. I do love me some Samantha Irvin, and I'm sad that she is not going to be on my show, my Monday Night Raw viewings anymore. Safet, good to see you. Hello. It was cool to see Lillian Garcia back. If you're watching on the West Coast and starting the show, sorry, but I'm not going to get to watch Raw till tomorrow. So I gotta talk about what I can talk about when I can talk about it. It's always good to see Lillian Garcia, even though she did mess up announcing the #1 tag team contenders title situation, the match. I just botched it. So I'm no better than Lillian, and I'm cracking on her. So how much of an asshole am I? Pretty big one, I guess. So anyway, damn thing out of here. It looks like shit in the background, so I don't want to do. JJ's here. Good to see JJ popping in. If you missed his recap of Raw, go check that out when I'm done. Also, Aaron had his recap of Raw. It has been a busy day throughout my little circle of friends. So please go check out everybody's content today throughout the what was once known as the multiverse of media. Go check it out. Anyway, sad to see Samantha go. Ricochet pretty much threw it out there that we will not see her in AEW anytime soon. So let that be. But we'll see what happens with one Samantha Irvin. I'm happy for her. She seems like she's doing okay with leaving, and I don't know that I did know that she was leaving. I figured she would stick around. She seemed like she's doing okay. She did a great job, including at WrestleMania. I know people were cracking on her being overly emotional, but I happen to love her ring announcing. I think she's a great ring announcer. I think she's a beautiful singer as well. So there you go. just one man's opinion. That's why it's called Meach's Musings, kids. So there's that. The other thing I wanted to talk about that happened today before I get into talking about my tight-knit circle of people is the podcast that went live this morning, the premiere, if you will, of the 6 Feet Under podcast, of course, with The Undertaker and his, I believe his friend's name is Brian. I am sorry if that's not the case. It may be Matt. I always forget because I don't actively pay attention to the conversation as far as the name and names. But I think it's Matt. Anyway, Undertaker and his longtime friend and co-host welcomed former president, maybe soon to be president again, Donald Trump, to the show this morning. And I felt compelled to watch it. I'm not going to lie. I figured it would be a train wreck. I was pleasantly surprised at how little I cringed, if I'm being 100% transparent. I liked the stories being said. I loved how it pretty much turned into Donald Trump interviewing The Undertaker. I thought that was actually kind of funny, personally. Again, there are not a lot of people that are in the middle when it comes to discussing the former president. They either love him or they hate him. I'm definitely I definitely lean toward the latter category. Just again, being transparent with everybody. Not a fan of the person. Not a fan of the things I have heard from firsthand. People dealing with him firsthand. Policies will be what they will be. I'm not a fan of this whole process, if I'm being 100% honest. I think it's a battle between a guy that just can't seem to rein in his ego and a guy and a lady who is focusing more on this guy who can't rein in his own ego rather than the actual issues at hand. I said this in the car with my dad earlier. The Democrat nominee has already had 4 years as second in command, and a lot of people blame that administration for the way the country is right now. So rather than hear how much you're not your opponent, what are you going to do to make us believe that things are going to change? That's how I would approach it. But, to Josh's point, politics are a work. Buy this shirt at Greg Cherry Brand. Please do that. I'm begging you. But anyway, I listened and I tried to remain optimistic or open-minded, I guess is the more appropriate term. I enjoyed the interview in spite of myself. I will say that. I did enjoy hearing the opinions. And I really liked that The Undertaker did not shy away from supporting and showing his support for Mr. Trump. Okay, President Trump. I know he was a former president. Once you're there, you're there, I guess. But yeah, I wish more people had the conviction that Josh says, that I believe Aaron votes third party as well. I'm talking out of class here. I don't honestly know that for sure. He may have changed his mind there. But I wish enough people in this country had the conviction to invoke true change. Because right now, we're not going to have that come November 5th. All right. Enough of the gaga. Let's talk about something that's going to make everybody who's known me for 20 years go, what the is happening? Now, you know what, though? Hey, hang on. I saw that chat. I have to bring this up. Hold on. Here we go. I am going to disagree with you about Jim Cornette, Josh, but only because of what was said on his tweets about calling out Val Venus in particular. That was sweet. But also actively challenging the changing views of people, seemingly changing views, like Mark Calloway, like Glenn Jacobs, who has become a full-on politician. I said in the stream, I don't know if I said it on the air. I could be wrong. I may have said it off air, so forgive me if I only said it off air and I'm not remembering properly. It is a strange world that I am existing in when I feel that my views line up more with Vince Russo and Jim Cornette than with Terry Bollea or Mark Calloway. Strange ass world I live in right now. And yeah, Vince Russo just got Phil Mushnick. That was fucking sweet. I was so happy Vince Russo did that. Anyway, all right. Again, for people that have known me for 20 years, for my entire career, I'm about to promote something that I never thought, and I know that people that have been following me since the old No DQ days or never thought they would see me do this. So let me, yeah, there we go. All right. Yes. As many of you are aware, I made peace with longtime acquaintance, friend, antagonist at times, to be sure, Noah Donish last year at WrestleMania. At SoFi Stadium. We shared a very profound embrace and kind of let a lot of shit go. And so I found out that he is restarting his channel on YouTube, and I highly encourage everybody to go check him out once he gets back into full production. Noah is very outspoken. He is who he is. He adopted the nickname the King of Internet Media when Howard Stern was still calling himself the King of all media, and I don't necessarily disagree with the comparison there. Noah has always been one of those guys that says what he says and means what he says, as far as his on-screen presentation. Very much like Virtue does now on our shows and on social media. So give Noah a follow. It's at Noah Mania, Noah Mania, one word, over on YouTube. And let him know that I sent you, and let me know what you think of Noah's presentation as he slowly dips his toes back in the waters of streaming here on social media. I also found myself very proud of my friends throughout the course of this day. I am so tickled that my friends at Paradise Kitty continue to, they're actually wrapping up their tour season on the day of Crown Jewel. They will be in Omaha, Nebraska at the Admiral Theater, performing at the Rock of Ages tribute to the legends. So go check them out at Rock of Ages Revisit, I believe it is. They're out in Nebraska. If you're in the area of Nebraska and you're not gonna be doing whatever goes on in Omaha, Nebraska on a Saturday in November, go check out the Kitties at Rock of Ages. You will enjoy it. I swear to you, they are the best Guns N' Roses tribute I've seen out there, and I've seen quite a few since I started working with them and really got to get into the Guns act. So that one I don't have a graphic for it's not loading for some reason. That's why I'm trying to stall. I was going to let it load, but it's not doing it, which makes me upset. Also, today I got to. What did JJ say? Yeah. I mean, it's he and I had a really long talk yesterday. If I'm being transparent, I think the era of booty faces is at an end, JJ. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Yeah, Josh, you are too young to know what the story is with the Donish Meacham relationship. I'll fill you in later, but mainly because you can't find the content online anywhere. We took it all down. I today got to see a pre-screener, if you will, copy of the movie that is premiering this Friday on YouTube. We've been talking about it for months. I don't think this will be the last time I'm live this week, but if it is, let's give it one more look.
Oh, John, thank God.
Williams, what the hell are you doing here?
Myers. Is he dead?
Myers has zero emotion. He has no motives. If he sees, he kills.
Tell the town to lock their doors. No one in, no one out.
And for everybody that has been listening to me talk about this movie for the better part of a year, the world premiere on YouTube at the Bat Productions YouTube. I'll make sure we get everybody a link as we get closer to Friday. But Friday night, October 25th, the anniversary, 46 years to the day that the original Halloween premiered in theaters. We'll see the world premiere of The Last Nightmare Part 1. And yes, it is called Part 1 for a reason. My God. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And you will have time to finish it before SmackDown starts. I will say that. And I will also say it's not, again, it's called Part 1 for a reason. Oy, geez. So, yeah. JJ is not wrong in the comments concerning what we were talking about before the trailer for Last Nightmare. So yeah, check it out Friday. I got to see it just after I got home from my errands, and it was awesome. Very cool. So I will say that last shot you see of Myers where the blood's coming at him, not what I expected. Golly, that was fucking crazy. It is very much more intense than the first fan film they did, the Haddonfield Nightmare, which in itself was very intense, as was the inspiration, Halloween H2O. So yeah, great stuff. And I'm looking forward to everybody's reactions. I know Braden is. He was happy with my reactions, or so it seems. So we'll see how that goes. Other plugs that I want to give out before I start gushing over my peoples. Wednesday, I will find it. There it is. Nope. Fuck. The hell is it? There it is. Also not correct. All right, we'll get there, kids. There we go. Son of a bitch. Once more with feeling. Botchamania is running wild, brother. Anyway, simply predicting for this weekend's Halloween Havoc presentation from WWE and our watch along on the Simply Reliable Studios. Simply predicting with Noah Foster Company will be on Wednesday following Dynamite at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. Predictions for Bound for Glory on Simply Predicting will be the following night, Thursday, October 24th. Again, that's after TNA Impact. Friday, there is no watch along for us, so that's why I encourage everybody, please go watch The Last Nightmare Part 1 on Friday. Saturday, there will be a Simply Reliable double feature. And they're not right back to back, but at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, you will see UFC 308. And then that night, of course, is TNA's premier event of the year, Bound for Glory, featuring two of my friends involved in the main event. Nick Nemeth, of course, defending the world title against Joe Hendry, with longtime friend of all of my shenanigans over the years, Frankie Kazarian is special referee. I'm looking forward to seeing how Bound for Glory turns out. Of course, I will not be home. I will be down at the Myers house for another Halloween-related event. And then Sunday night, of course, Halloween Havoc. Sunday, October 27th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, with our coverage across the Simply Reliable Studios channels. So please give everybody a little love, a little support this weekend. Throw a little super chats. Also, tomorrow will be the No DQ review, as it is every Tuesday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. I told both Aaron and Virtue and Greg as well that I will not be able to do the 7 p.m. Eastern shows for a while because of my school route pickup situation. So Unfortunately, I won't be able to be there for them. But please go give everybody some love and support. Also, get out there and support two of my favorite musicians. Did I get to meet? I did not, Arlene. I ended up short. So the money that I received from you guys at the end of the stream on Saturday went to cover stuff around here. So thank you for that money. Because it did help out around here. And there you go. You'll see JJ on the review panel tomorrow. So go give the No DQ review a look tomorrow night and see our resident renegade. So I mentioned Paradise Kitty earlier, and they'll be in Omaha on Saturday, November 2nd. Right now, tonight in New York is the official opening night for the one of the newest shows off Broadway in New York, featuring friends of mine. Drag the Musical is now open for business out at the New World Stages at 340 West 50th Street in New York. And that QR code will take you to a page where you can buy tickets for any show between now and March 30th that they have available. Yeah, they'll be running in New York all the way through the end of March. And the two actual ladies, I should say. It is a drag show, kids. Of course, Ariel Belvalere, longtime friend of the channel, longtime friend of mine, and the drummer, Jazzy, both from the LA Dolls, who I've gushed about on our shows before. They are in the band that is on stage during Drag the Musical. So please, if you happen to be in New York, please give the girls a little love and support and click that QR code. Go see Drag the Musical. Also, I mentioned this the other night, but I didn't have a link for it. There it is. Go see Cyndi Lauper's Girls Just Want to Have Fun farewell tour. You'll see our friend Rocky Rose from the LA Dolls on the keyboard. Their next stop is where TNA is going to be this week for Bound for Glory, Detroit, Michigan. They'll be there on Thursday night. So if you happen to be going into Detroit early for Bound for Glory, it's the last time you're going to see Cyndi Lauper go through Detroit. So go see Cyndi. Go support Cyndi Lauper, the should-be WWE Hall of Famer, my goodness. And go see my buddy Rocky Rose on keys. I'm so damn happy for all my friends having all the success this week and beyond. It's so fucking cool that so my friends are living their dreams and they're having their dreams come true right in front of them. Ariel is performing in New York in a musical off Broadway, which is bananas. And then Rocky Rose is literally touring the world with one of the greatest of all time. It's just so fucking stoked for everybody. Give them a love and support. And that will do it for me. Again, the No DQ review tomorrow, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. JJ will be included in that presentation, so go give that show a little look-see. Great Cherry Show Wednesday. Predictions for Halloween Havoc on Wednesday night after Dynamite. I have a message coming in. So I'll see what that is, and I will click it. Yes, thank you. Appreciate that, JJ. I meant to plug that, and I did not because I didn't have the graphic, and I didn't ask because I'm just that damn tired. So forgive me, Mr. Williams, sir. Can I come back? There we go. Hi, I can have my screen back, please. Come on. Oh, this Chromebook is going to drive me bats. It will happen. It will be a thing. Also, earlier tonight, prior to the beginning of Monday Night Raw, if you missed it, it was across the Simply Reliable Studios network of channels. They talked about the departure of Samantha Irvin from WWE. So I believe that stream was JJ and Walter and James. So go give that a look. It's now on demand across the Simply Reliable Studios. So go check it out there. Thank you, JJ. Again, predictions for Halloween Havoc on Wednesday after Dynamite. Predictions for Bound for Glory on Thursday. The world premiere of The Last Nightmare Part 1 on YouTube on Friday. Bound for Glory itself on Saturday. Halloween Havoc on Sunday. And then in all likelihood, we'll be right back here Monday with another episode of Meach's Musings. And yes, Chromebooks are the devil. That's the next major purchase is going to be a brand new setup. Got a new mic, got new headset. Just got to get the computer to make it worth my while. Have a good night from yours truly here, good old JM. Again, please find it in your hearts, find it in your wallets to go to paypal.me/Jeff Meacham or click that code during the streams and just keep the revenue going until I hear back on the mouse phone from the happiest place on earth that I get to go home and resume my stuff. Have a good night, folks. We will see you throughout the week right here across our friends at the Simply Reliable Studios, and of course,